Barcaldine side, Brett Williams, fullback, Les Stanley, number 2, number 3, poor Paddy Arthur, number 4, Captain Doug Churchill, 5, Michael Bashford, 6, Peter Blucher, 7, David Thompson, 8, Moses Harvey, 9, Gary Ludkin, 10 is Joe Hoff, 11 is Noel Lawrence, 12 is Jeffrey Easton, 13 is David Kerrigan. Your reserves are John Ludkin, Joey Palmer, Graham Lawrence, Rossi Moles and Fred Stanley. The Longreach side running through them, we've got S. Tanks at fullback, B. Britton, number 2, number 3, R. Dingle, captain, number 4, W. Payton, number 5, R. Setter, number 6, M. Ballard, 7, Spike Davies, 8, Stevie Hart, 9, Cedric Hunt, 10, D. Jackson, 11 is Noddy Hart, 12, B. Schultz, 13, S. Greaves. Now the game's underway now with Longreach to kick off. They kick down to about the Barcaldine 22 metre line. Barcaldine player held up there. I can't see who he is. Jeffrey Easton's in at dummy half. He gets the ball away to Gary Ludkin. He makes a few metres before he's set upon by 3 or 4 blue jerseys and put to ground. He plays back to Easton. Easton plays away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan rucks up the middle and makes 2 or 3 metres before he's pulled down. Easton again at lock. Gets away to Thompson. Thompson on to Blucher. Blucher breaks out of 1 tackle but can't beat the tackle of Steve Hart. He gets up, he plays back to Easton. Easton ball back in the 5th tackle. It's Easton, he gets the ball back to Churchill. Churchill puts boot the ball across field to find touch about halfway between the 22 and the halfway line on Longreach end of the ground. So we'll see the first scrum for the game to go down here. It'll be a Longreach feed. Davies to feed this ball in. It's quickly won by Barcaldine, taken out by Thompson. He gets it away to Blucher. Blucher steps around Ballard. Ballard comes from behind and puts him down with the help of Dingle. He gets up and plays it back to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets the ball away over someone's shoulder to Jeffrey Easton. And Jeffrey Easton's put down about 15 metres in Longreach territory. He plays back to Brett Williams. Brett Williams away to Peter Blucher. No, it's not. It's Noel Lawrence. He's nearly the same colour, but anyway. We'll carry on from there. Now Lawrence plays it back to Easton. Easton gets it away to Gary Ludkin, running hard across field. He gets the ball back inside to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it away to Joey Hoff. Joey Hoff's put down there by the Longreach hooker, who is Schultz. He gets up, plays back to Easton. Easton to Thompson. Thompson to Blucher. Blucher to Paddy Arthur. He gets it away to Churchill. Churchill loses the ball behind him in the tackle, and Stanley goes back and picks it up. Knock on called the referee, so the second scrum of the game will go down in approximately the same place, but a bit further infield to the last one. Longreach ball into the scrum. Quickly won by Barcaldine. Thompson takes it out. He's tackled by Ballard, the Longreach 5'8". He plays the ball back to Blucher. Blucher gets it away to Joe Hoff up the middle. Joe Hoff's tackled on the 22 metre line. He gets up and plays it back to Easton. Easton gets the ball away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan beats off 1 or 2 tackles, gets the ball out wide to Michael Bashford. Michael Bashford runs straight back across field into the ruck. He's put down there by Spike Davies, the Longreach halfback. Plays back to Easton. Easton gets the ball away to Hoff up the centre. Hoff's tackled about 8 or 10 metres out from the try line. He plays the ball back to Blucher. Blucher gets it away to Moses Harvey. Moses Harvey forgets to take it with him, and it's picked up quickly by a Longreach player. He gets up, plays it back, and goes on to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart's tackled about 18 metres out from the try line. There's time off. Noddy Hart injured in that tackle. He got up and played the ball in, still waiting for the referee to call time back on. Now he's called it back on. Hart plays it back to Schultz. Schultz has a run on his own, but he's quickly put down by Gary Ludkin. He gets up now, plays it back, goes on to Stevie Hart. Stevie Hart makes a few metres across field before he's put down by Noel Lawrence. He gets up, plays it back to Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt tries to force his way up the centre and makes 5 or 6 metres. He gets up, plays it back to Schultz. Barcaldine all up inside the 5, said referee Marks, and penalty goes to Longreach, nearly on the halfway line, nearly in the centre of the field. We'll see Danny Jackson kick for touch here on this occasion. There, Jackson puts boot to ball, finds touch too, about 20 metres inside Barcaldine territory. So second kick to be taken by Longreach, about 20 4 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. It's taken by the hooker Schultz. He plays it back to Schultz. Schultz gets the ball away to Davies. Davies gets it on to Ballard. Ballard steps around Thompson. He can't step around Noel Lawrence. He puts him to ground. He gets up and plays the ball back to Davies. Davies gets away to Stevie Hart. Onto the fullback Tanks. Tanks gets it away to Britton, I think it was. He plays it back. It goes to Gnarly Hart. Gnarly Hart beats Michael. What's his name? Michael Bashford's tackle and scores about 2 metres in from the outer touchline. Longreach have opened the score in this Moscrip Trophy Challenge after about 4 minutes of play. Longreach leading by 4 points to 0. Looks like it'll be Danny Jackson to line this attempted kick up from about 2 metres in from the outer touchline, about to 24, 25 metres out from the try line. He's got the ball lined up there now. Spread the ball. It looks pretty good too. Now it's waved away. It's just to the right-hand side of the upright. So Longreach lead 4-0 after 5 minutes of play in the Moscrip Trophy Challenge game here at the Barcaldine Showgrounds this afternoon. Bleacher has the ball placed for the kick-off. Bleacher puts boot the ball. It goes down inside Longreach 22. It's taken by the winger who is Britton. Britton runs it outside his 22. Steps around Lawrence, tries to step around Harvey and Easton, but he's put into touch. It's penalty to Longreach for Barcaldine players pulling the man into touch after he'd been tackled, so penalties at this stage favour Longreach by 2-0. Britton puts the ball well into touch, about 5 or 6 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Longreach come up for the second kick. It's brought up by Britton. Britton takes the tap. He gets the ball away to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart goes a few metres up field before he's put down by a swarm of red jerseys. He'll get up and play it back to Schultz. Schultz knocks it on 2 or 3 times as he attempts to pick it up, so a scrum will form about 24, 25 metres out from Barcaldine try line and about 10 metres in from the outer touchline. Barcaldine feed. Barcaldine put it in. Longreach take it out, but Davies is quickly put down. He get up, he play Bark, he puts boot the ball in the play the ball. And I think they may have finished up with the ball in this taper. Yes, Easton come up with it. See another scrum going down here now for a knock on over there on the far touchline. One Longreach player very slow getting back to his feet. It looks like Noddy Hart again. Yes, Longreach ball in, so Longreach ball out, but it looked to me like the halfback went into the scrum to get that ball out, and referee marks with no hesitation, giving Barcaldine a penalty about 24 metres out from their own try line. Churchill will come up and take this kick for touch. Yeah, well into touch. Doesn't gain much ground. It's still in Barcaldine territory by a couple of metres, where we see Easton take the tap. Easton takes the tap, gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan makes 2 or 3 metres forward before he's put down by a host of Longreach tacklers. He'll get up and play it back to Hoff. Hoff gets away to Thompson. Thompson finally tackled on about the same position. He get up, play it back to Ludkin. Ludkin gets it away to Noel Lawrence. Noel Lawrence stands up in the attack and gets the ball away to Hoff. They're losing ground here, Barcaldine. They're making no headway at all. They're just running back into the pack. There's Bleacher having a run now. He makes a few metres across field, but not very much headway forward before he's put down. He'll get up and play the ball back to Easton. Easton gets it away to Lawrence. Lawrence very slowly coming forward and has tackled a couple of metres inside Barcaldine Terry. The fifth tackle. Churchill puts boot to ball here, but puts it out on the full, so we'll pack a scrum from where Churchill kicked this ball out. Too rusty. Longreach feed to the scrum. It's Longreach ball out of the scrum. And Ballard comes up with the ball eventually after it was dropped by the halfback. He gets up and plays it back to Davies. Here's Easton for Barcaldine, well inside the 5 metres. A penalty to Longreach about the halfway line. Halfback Davies will kick for touch on this occasion. Yes, he finds touch to about the 22 metre line on Barcaldine end of the ground. Britton sends it inside to the halfback. He gets it away to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart goes straight forward into the Barcaldine pack and he's put down there. He'll get up and play it back to Schultz. Schultz gets it away to Noel Hart on the blind side, but he's set up on this time by 2 or 3 Barcaldine defenders. He gets up, plays it back, comes away to Davies. Davies gets it away to Ballard. Ballard gets it on to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart gets it away to Dingle. Dingle loses it. Touched by a Barcaldine player, picked up again by Longreach, but the referee said we'll play the knock-on off Dingle, and a scrum to form right in the centre of the field, about 15 to 20 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. In by Thompson, quickly won by Longreach. Longreach hook a foot up in the scrum. We'll see a penalty go to Barcaldine here. This might relieve a little bit of pressure for Barcaldine if Churchill can find touch. Kicking for the grandstand touchline, puts boot to ball. It's high in the air. It's a bad kick. It's not going to go anywhere near touch. Longreach come up with it right on the halfway line. Leaves it behind. It's picked up by number 13, Greaves. He's quickly set up on by Barcaldine. Very sloppy handling. Kerrigan come up with the ball then. It's finally taken by Noel Lawrence, but Noel Lawrence is bundled into touch right on the halfway line. Ball comes out to Barcaldine, picked up by Thompson. Thompson to Harvey, and Harvey's tackle. He plays it back to Thompson. Thompson gets it away to Hoff. Hoff gets up, plays the ball back to Easton. Easton gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan makes 5 or 6 metres forward before he's finally held up by 3 or 4 Longreach defenders. He gets up and plays it back to Jeffrey Easton. Easton away to David Thompson. On to Blucher, running hard up the middle. He's broke the line. He's got Paddy Arthur outside. He gives the ball away to Arthur. Arthur gets the ball away to Churchill, and Churchill's gone in out wide on the grandstand side to even the score after 12 minutes of play. Well, that was a great run by Peter Blucher. He broke the line. He found Paddy Arthur outside him. For a while, I didn't think there was going to be any support for Paddy Arthur, but then Churchill loomed up out of the blue. Arthur got the ball away nicely, and Churchill's gone in the corner. That was a good try. Hello, there's Molesy coming on. Who's he replacing? Hey? Who's Molesy replacing? David Thompson. Bletcher's got this ball lined up now. He's moved back. He moves in, puts boot the ball, but to the left-hand side of the upright, so the score remains Barcaldine 4, Longreach 4 in the Moscrip Challenge Trophy. There's been a replacement made in the Barcaldine side. Rossi Moles has gone on, and I can't see who he's in place of yet, but I think it might be David Thompson, the halfback. It looked like, no, David Thompson's still out there. Who's missing? Looks like it might be Joey Hoff. No, he's still out there. Now, well, from the kick-off, Longreach have put the ball into touch about 15 metres in Barcaldine territory, so a scrum will pack down there. Let's see where Miles packs down. He usually packs down in the front row. He might have replaced Noel Lawrence, I think. It's a Longreach ball from the scrum, and the ball comes out to setter on the blind wing, and he plays it back to Davies, the halfback, gets it away to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart's put down there by Rossi Miles. He'll get up and play it back to Schultz. Schultz gets the ball away to Cedric Hunt. He plays it back, goes on to the halfback, onto Ballard, and goes out to Dingle, the Longreach captain. He's held up in centre field by Peter Blucher. He'll play the ball back to Ballard. Ballard gets the ball away to Noddy Hart out wide. Noddy Hart gets the ball on to Tanks, the fullback. Tanks is held up and thrown into the ground by Kerrigan. He'll get up and play it back to Noddy. No, it's not Noddy Hart, it's Greaves. Greaves makes 5 or 6 metres forward on the 5th tackle before he's caught. He plays it back, comes out to Schultz. Schultz puts the bomb up. Brett Williams underneath it. Finally picked up by Doug Churchill. Doug Churchill runs it out a few metres before he's put in. He gets up, plays it back to Brett Williams. Brett Williams tackle, plays back to Frank Stanley. Gary Ludkin leaves it behind. It's picked up by David Kerrigan. Kerrigan's held up there about 15 metres out from the try line. He gets up and plays it back to Easton. Easton gets the ball away to Ross Miles having a run. He gets it out nearly to the 22 metre line before he's tackled. He gets up, plays it back to Easton. Easton away to Blucher. Longreach up inside the 5 metres this time. So see a penalty awarded to Barcaldine right on the 22 metre line. About centre field. Blucher has this ball to kick for touch. Puts boot the ball. Yes, it's found touch. Not a great deal of distance, but certainly into touch, and that's what you've got to do. You can't afford not to put this ball into touch. Easton comes up to take the second kick for Barcaldine. Takes the kick, gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan on the run around, misses Easton, gets it back to Ludkin. Ludkin's put down. He'll get up and play the ball back to Easton. Easton gets it away to Hoff. Hoff makes 3 or 4 metres before he's put down. Plays back to Easton. Easton on to Thompson. Thompson on to Blucher. Blucher puts a little kick over the top. Paddy Arthur bounces over Paddy Arthur's head, and Longreach centre and Billy Payton comes up with it. He plays it back to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart gets it away to the wingers Britton, and Britton gets up, plays back to Schultz. Schultz leaves the ball in the tackle. Dived upon by Jeffrey Easton. Easton was hurt in that tackle. He's still lying on the ground over there. The referee's called time out for the injury. No, I think that'll be cool. Kemper's got to be on by 3:30. So. Oh, that could be. Easton's back on his feet. We're just waiting for the whistle to start this game again. All right, play the ball. Played back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it away to Hoff. Hoff's put down there by 3 or 4 Longreach defenders. He'll get up and play it back to Kerrigan again. Kerrigan gets it away to Rossi Miles. Rossi Miles drops the ball in the tackle. Dived upon by a Longreach player. It's the hooker in Schultz. Schultz gets up. He plays it back to Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt makes 4 or 5 metres before he's put down. He played back to Davies. Davies gets it away to the hooker Schultz. Schultz makes a few metres. He's finally tackled by Chilcott, and Ludkin He'll get up and play it. Plays back to Ballard. Barcaldine up inside the 5 metres. You see a penalty kick here to Longreach. He takes a tap Ballard and runs into the Barcaldine defenders. So he'll get up and play the ball back to the half-back in Davies. Davies gets it on. It goes to Dingle. Dingle gets it out wide to the centre in Billy Payton. Billy Payton is tackled over there about 22 metres out from the Longreach try line by Dartle Lawrence. Hello, who's he come on to replace? We'll have to work him out in a minute. There's Stevie Hart making another run up the sideline. He loses the ball in the tackle. As it goes behind him, it's picked up by Britton, and Britton plays. Comes back to Davies. Davies makes 4 or 5 metres. He's only about 8 metres out from the try line. Playing the ball back to Schultz. Schultz decides to have a run on his own. Runs into Dartle Lawrence and Peter Bleacher. He'll get up and play it back. Barcaldine come up with it in that tackle. Hello, we've seen the ball lost once again. Penalty to Barcaldine. Longreach up inside the 5 on the play of the ball. Kerrigan will kick for touch. Yes, he's found touch too. Not a bad kick by Kerrigan. That's the 3rd kicker we've seen kick for touch on the Barcaldine side. Tap taken by Michael Bashford. Gets the ball back inside to Kerrigan. Kerrigan has a run on his own. Steps out of one tackle. Gets the ball away to Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence makes a couple of metres before he's tackled. He'll get up and play it back now to Moses Harvey. Moses gets it away to Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin makes a few metres before he's put down. Up plays it back. Goes past Peter Bleacher to David Thompson. And David Thompson dives on the ball behind him, and he's tackled on the cricket pitch in centre field. He plays it back to Rossi Moles. Moles decides to have a run from the ruck. Gets the ball away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur's got nowhere to go. He's up quickly, plays it back to Churchill. Churchill puts boot the ball. It comes off one Longreach player. Goes to Longreach fullback, who's Simon Tanks. Tanks runs out 8 or 10. Oh, he's made it to the halfway line before he gets the ball away to Billy Payton in the centres. Payton pushes off one tackle, but referee Mark says it's a forward pass. We'll have it back here. A forward pass. David Thompson comes around to feed this scrum. Put in by Barcaldine, taken out by Longreach. Davies takes it out, gets it away to Ballard. Ballard gets it away to Dingle. Dingle gets it away to Billy Payton. Payton running hard with the ball, but he's held up over there by 2 Barcaldine defenders. He loses the ball in the tackle. And we'll see a scrum pack down for the knock-on. Penalty to Longreach from that infringement by Churchill, and we'll see Longreach kick for goal from about 22 metres out and pretty well 4 or 5 metres to the outer side of the uprights. Britain's placing this ball now for this penalty kick. Put the ball. Yes, it's a good kick. 2 points from that penalty to Longreach. Longreach go to the lead after about 22 minutes of play. Longreach lead Barcaldine 6 points to 4. Now there's a 3rd replacement on the Barcaldine side now. Johnny Ludkin's come on in place of David Thompson, who's left the field. Bleacher puts boot the ball. It's taken on the 22 metre line by Britton. Britton makes 4 or 5 metres before he's set upon over there. He'll get up and play the ball to Ballard. Ballard decides to go on his own. Runs into Moles and Ludkin. He's tackled. Gets up, plays it back to Davies. Davies gets it away to Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt has tackled about 20 5 metres out from the Longreach try line. He get up and play it back to Schultz. Schultz gets it on to Britton. Britton puts boot to ball. It's going to find touch inside the 22 metre line on Barcaldine into the ground. A good kick there from Britton. Scrum to pack down about 22 metres out from Barcaldine try line. About 10 metres in from the grandstand touch line. Johnny Ludkin and old stage are coming back. It's a long time since I've seen John have a game of football. Quickly, looks like he might have come up with the ball from the first scrum. He fed anyway, and he plays it back to Brett Williams. Brett Williams doesn't make too much ground before he's put down. He get up and play it back to Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin gets it away to David Kerrigan. David Kerrigan makes it out to the 22 metre line. He's tackled there. He play it back to Hoff. Hoff gets the ball away to Blucher. Blucher gets it back to Hoff again. Hoff makes it just outside the 22 metre line in centre field before he's tackled by Greaves. He get up and play it back to Dardle Lawrence. Dardle Lawrence gets it away to Rossi Moles. Rossi Moles put boot to ball, kicks downfield. It comes back to Britton, the Longreach winger. He has a run up the sideline. He's put down there by Ross Moles. I wonder it was Paddy Arthur. He plays it back to the fullback in Tanks. Tanks gets up to the halfway line before he's tackled by Dardle Lawrence. You get up and play it back to Britton. Plays it back. Comes on to Davies. Davies on to Ballard. Ballard to Dingle up the centre. Dingle steps around Bluchers. Oh, he drops the ball when he's missed by Les Stanley, but yes, we'll pack a scrum for the knock-ons, said referee Marks. Went straight through the middle, had 2 men outside him and then dropped the ball. Ludkin to feed this scrum for Barcaldine. It's Barcaldine ball in. It looks like it could be a Longreach scrum win on a spinning scrum. Yes, it's Davies who comes up with it. He'll play it back to the hooker in Schultz. Schultz goes straight up the middle, runs into Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin puts him to ground and plays it back to Davies. Davies is tackled over there by Paddy Arthur. He'll get up and play the ball. Plays it back to to Hart, Stevie Hart. Stevie Hart makes a few metres up the centre before he's tackled. He gets up, plays it back. It comes on to Greaves, the front rower for Longreach. He's put down about the same place. The 5th tackle, plays it back, comes out to Britton. Britton gets it on to Stevie Hart. Stevie Hart gets it on to his winger. And he's gone in about 10 metres in from touch on the grandstand side of the field, and Longreach go to a lead of 10 points to 4. That try was scored by Arcetta, the winger for Longreach. What Raby get? Britton's got this ball set, ready for his attempt at conversion. Longreach leading 10 points to 4 after about 25-26 minutes of play. Britton moves in, puts boot the ball. It's away to the right-hand side of the uprights. The score remains Longreach 10, Barcaldine 4. Kerrigan puts the ball into play. It's taken there by Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt steps out of a tackle of Michael Bashford. He's put down by Dardle Lawrence. He gets up and plays it back to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart gets it away to who I couldn't see, and he goes back to Jackson. Jackson is tackled there by Data Lawrence. He get up and play the ball back to Schultz. Schultz gets it away to Davies. Davies on to Ballard. Ballard tries a little kick. Comes off a Barcaldine player and picked up again by a Longreach player. He's tackled there by Peter Fletcher with Noddy Hart it was. He plays it back to Schultz the hooker. Schultz is tackled there by David Kerrigan. He plays it back to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart gets it away to Davies out wide. Davies on to Tanks. Simon Tanks. Simon Tanks gets it away outside to Billy Payton. Billy Payton is set up on. The ball goes back inside to Britton. Britton is tackled there by Fred Stanley. They get up and play the ball. Churchill took the ball off the Longreach player, so Barcaldine back in possession. Plays it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan has a run across field, loses the ball. Dived upon by a Longreach player. He get up, Schultz gets up, plays it back to Davies. Davies gets it out wide to Stevie Hart. Stevie Hart gets it on to Brucey Britton. Brucey Britton tried a Longreach there in the corner by Bruce Britton. Right against the touchline it is. So Longreach go to a lead of 14 points to 10. Britton's kick was unsuccessful, so Longreach 14, Barcaldine 4. Kerrigan puts the ball back into play. It's taken there by the Longreach hooker right on the 10-metre line. He's tackled. He plays it back to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart gets up to the halfway line where he's held up by Dartle Lawrence. He'll play it on the halfway line. He plays it back to Schultz. Schultz gets it away to the second rower in Jackson. Jackson makes 3 or 4 metres before he's tackled. He gets up and plays it back to Schultz. It comes on to Davies, on to Ballard. Ballard gets it out wide to Billy Payton. Billy Payton gets it out to the fullback in Simon Tanks. He's tackled by Peter Bleacher. He throws the ball away to his centre and Dingle. Dingle knocks it on. So we'll see a scrum pack down about 5 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Ludkin to feed this scrum. Ludkin puts it in. Into the second row, says referee Mark. Penalty to Longreach about 5 metres inside Barcaldine territory on the grandstand side. Jackson kicks for touch. He finds touch too, about 15 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. Longreach go up and take the second kick. Penalty taken by Setter. Setter decides to have a run on his own. He finally gets the ball away to Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt makes 3 or 4 metres before he's tackled. He gets up and plays it back to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart gets it on to Davies. Davies can't beat the tackle of Johnny Ludkin, his opposing number, and he's put down. Gets up, plays it back to Ballard. Ballard gets it out to Hart. Hart on to Setter. Gets away to Bruce Britton, and Bruce Britton goes in about 5 metres in from the outer touchline, and Longreach go to a lead of 18 points to 4. Jackson has this ball set about 8 or 10 metres in from the outer touch line. He's just measuring it up now. Moves back. In he comes. No, it's away to the right-hand side of the uprights again. The score remains Longreach 18, Barcaldine 4. Kerrigan puts the ball back into play, kicks around. Doesn't go the 10 metres, so it'll be a penalty to Longreach here, right in the centre of the field. This sort of play is silly play by Barcaldine. They should be putting that ball deep down into Longreach territory, then trying to force them into an error. Jackson kicks for touch on the grandstand side. It's a good long kick to it. Finds touch about 24 metres out from the Longreach try line. Setter throws the ball in there to Schultz. Schultz to take the second kick. He taps it. Dodges Cedric Hunt. Gives it away to Jackson. Jackson loses the ball in the tackle. It's picked up by Davies. Davies is put down by Blucher. Blucher takes the ball off Davies in the tackle. He'll get up and play it back to Patrick Arthur. Patrick Arthur gets the ball away to Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence held up there by 3 or 4 Longreach players. Up, plays it back to Rossi Moles. Moles decides to have a run on his own. He makes 3 or 4 metres. He's put down. He'll play it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan grabs 1 or 2 metres before he's put down. He plays it back to Hoff. Hoff gets it on to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin kicks deep. Well taken by that Longreach winger there in Setter. And Setter steps around Stanley. He steps around Jordan Ludkin. He steps around Dougie Churchill, and he scored about 5 metres in from the grandstand touchline this time. It's 22 points to 4 in favour of Longreach after about 35 minutes of play in the first half. Yes. And Danny Jackson. Lucky he's not kicking, that's 5 tries they've scored. Lucky he's not kicking too well, that's 5 tries they've scored. In moves Jackson, the ball's in the air. This one looks a better kick. No, it's gone under the crossbar. He had the direction, but not the distance, not the height. The Longreach now lead 22 points to 4 after about 36 minutes in the first half. You can see this Moscrip trophy leaving Barcaldine today. If this is going to be the pattern of the game for the second half. Kerrigan moves up, kicks off. He puts it just inside the 10 metres, picked up by Schultz. Schultz is put down there by Dartle Lawrence and Gary Ludkin. He'll get up and play it back to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart is tackled immediately by Gary Ludkin and David Kerrigan. Naughty Heart gets up, plays it back to Schultz, the hooker. He goes behind the second rower and is finally picked up by a Longreach player. It comes back to Jackson, who puts the ball deep in Barcaldine territory, running towards the grandstand touchline. Yes, it's going to beat Stanley into touch, about 2 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. We'll see a scrum pack down. And once again, Barcaldine are on the defence. Longreach right up, pressing the line once again. Ludkin to feed the scrum. Ludkin puts it in, and Blucher takes it out on the other side, but straight through the scrum, said referee Marks. We'll have that one again. Put in again by Ludkin, taken out by Ludkin. A penalty to Longreach here, take the tap, goes out to Jackson. Jackson gets the ball on to Ballard. Ballard's held up there by Paddy Arthur. He'll get up and play the ball. He'll play it back to Dingle. Dingle gets it away to Naughty Heart. Naughty Heart's got Tanks outside him. Tanks straight through the middle, puts the ball down about 5 or 6 metres on the outer side of the field from the goal post. It's another try to Longreach. Longreach lead by 26 points to 4. Oh, they'll fit it in too. Just on half time as Jackson sets this ball up, about half a minute to go before the full half-time hooter will go. Jackson moves back, moves in, puts Burt the ball. Yeah, 2 points, 28. There's the half-time hooter gone now, and Longreach lead 28 points to 4. I would say that's been a very disappointing half to San Goannas. They've done very little with the ball when they've had it. It's been one man out all the time, where Longreach have done something with it every time they've had it. They look by far the superior side in this half anyway, so we'll see how the second half goes. Teams are back on the field for the commencement of the second half. Barcaldine to put the ball into play. Longreach on the receiving end. There's the whistle for the second half. Churchill puts the ball back into play. Taken by Naughty Heart, and he's immediately swarmed on by 2 or 3 Barcaldine players. Joey Hoff, Peter Blucher. He plays it back to Greaves. Greaves is Tackled by Dartle Lawrence and Joe Hoff. He'll get up and play it back to Schultz. Schultz gets it away to Stevie Hart coming across. He's taken underneath by Gary Ludkin. Over the top is John Ludkin, his brother. He plays it back now to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart's tackled by Rossi Moles over the top. He plays it about halfway line. The Barcaldine player laying on the ground after that, but he's getting back to his feet. He plays back, comes out to Dingle. Setter Tanks leaves the ball behind. We see a forward pass there from Longreach, or an offside player pick up the ball more so than an offside pass. Barcaldine received the first penalty for the second half, about 15 metres in from touch on the grandstand side, about 2 metres inside Longreach territory. Blucher to put ball into. Yes, he finds touch too, about 25 metres out from Longreach try line. Dartle Lawrence gets the ball for the second penalty. He's not too happy, singing out to Stanley, move up here and get it, but Stanley just ignores him. Data takes the tap, plays it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it on to Blucher. Blucher makes 5 or 6 metres in a good hard run forward before he's put down. Up, plays it back to Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan makes 5 or 6 metres straight up the middle before he's tackled. He plays it back to Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin gets away to Johnny Ludkin. On to Paddy Arthur. Oh, straight through Bashford's hands over the touchline. 4 or 5 men cut out one. It went straight through the lot of them and into touch about 15 metres out from Longreach try line. Scrum to go down. Longreach feed to the scrum. Davies puts it in. Davies will take it out. He's tackled by Johnny Ludkin. He gets up, plays it back. Comes out to Noddy Hargreaves. Knocks the ball out of his hand. The Barcaldine player is holding it above his head and dived on by John Ludkin. He plays it back. Goes to Peter Blucher. Peter Blucher gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan drops the ball in the tackle. A scrum and another scrum to pack. About the same position as the last one. Not much difference to it. Longreach halfback not retiring, says referee Marks. Penalty to Barcaldine, 15 metres out. Kerrigan takes the tap, makes 5 or 6 metres forward, makes it right through, as a matter of fact, to the try line. The try to Barcaldine scored by David Kerrigan after about a minute and a half of play. Longreach lead 28 points to 4. 28 points to 8, yes, I didn't add the 4 on they had before. Should be a pretty easy kick for Blucher, this one. Only about 2 or 3 metres to the left-hand side of the uprights. Yes, there's conversion successful. 28 points to 10 after 2.5 minutes of play in the second half. Longreach lead by 28 points to 10. Looks like Peter Blucher might have moved into the forwards. Paddy Arthur into 5'8" and Moses Harvey out into the centres. Longreach to kick off. Dougie Britton's got this ball placed, puts boot to ball. It comes down through over the 22 metre line. It's picked up by Michael Bashford off his boot, and he's tackled just inside the 22 metre line. He gets up and plays it back to Rossi Moles. Rossi Moles has a run on his own and loses the ball in the tackle. It's picked up by Spike Davies, but a knock on as he picked it up, said referee Mark. And a scrum to pack down about 3 metres outside, well, about 25 metres out from the try line on Barcaldine into the ground. Ludkin to... It's Davies to feed the scrum. Davies puts it in. Davies looks like he might take it out. Comes out to Longreach, but it's won by Dartle Lawrence in the play of the ball, in the dive for the ball. He'll get up and play it back to Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin gets it away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy makes a few metres before he's put down by Stevie Hart. He gets up, plays it back to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin plays it to Blucher. Blucher runs straight back into where the ball was just played from. He's held up there. He plays it back to David Kerrigan. Kerrigan steps out of one tackle, out of two. He's finally put down there by Greaves and Cedric Hunt. He plays it back to Hoff. Hoff gets it away to Paddy Arthur. Arthur to Moses Harvey. Moses Harvey knocks it on. Picked up by Billy Payton for Longreach. Payton drops the ball behind him and it's picked up by Noddy Hart, Longreach front row. He'll play the ball about 3 metres inside Barcaldine territory. He plays back to Billy Payton. Payton gets it away to Ballard, or through Davies to Ballard. Ballard's put down by a couple of Barcaldine players. He gets up and plays it back to Davies. Davies gets it away to Dingle, the Longreach captain. He makes 3 or 4 metres before he's finally tackled by John Ludkin underneath and Paddy Arthur over the top. Gets it away to Davies. Davies gets it onto the hooker Schultz. Schultz gets it away to Steve Hart, but Steve Hart knocks the ball on. Another scrum to pack down just outside the 22 metre line and Barcaldine into the ground. Barcaldine to put it in. Johnny Ludkin puts it in. Johnny Ludkin takes it out. He's set up on by Steve Hart, the Longreach lock. He get up and play it back to Brett Williams. Brett Williams says, I'll run on my own. He makes 3 or 4 metres up outside the 22 metre line before he's tackled by Cedric Hunt. He gets up and plays it back to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin gets it away to Rossi Moles. Rossi Moles loses it again in the tackle. Knocked back, said referee Marks. Plays it back to Churchill. Churchill gets it away to Bleacher. Picked up one-handed. Bleacher makes a few yards. Gets it away to Dardle Lawrence. Dardle Lawrence makes it nearly to the halfway line before he's tackled. Gets up and plays it back to Churchill. Churchill gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan steps out of 1-2 tackles. Falls over at the third. He'll get up and play it back to Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin gets it away to John. John Ludkin gets it on to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur puts a little chip over the top, but it's picked up nicely by Bruce Britton, the Longreach winger. He makes a few metres. Gets the ball away to Tanks, a Longreach fullback. He steps out of 1 or 2 tackles. Here he is, right up the touchline to score this try. He's going in on... Yes, a good try to Longreach. A nice run by Tanks, the Longreach fullback. He scores a try about 10 metres in from the grandstand touchline. So Longreach go to a lead of 32 points to 10 after about 7 minutes of play in the second half. Danny Jackson has his ball placed for attempted conversion. He moves in to put boot to balls in the air. Waved away to the left-hand side of the uprights. The Longreach lead 32 points to 10 after 8 minutes of play into the second half. Churchill to put the ball back into play. Hit the ball. And down to Cedric Hunt, the Longreach second row. He picks it up nicely. He loses the ball in the tackle of Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin falls on the ball. He'll get up and play it back to Bashford. Bashford gets it away to Moles. Moles has a run. He gets the ball away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur runs around 1, 2, 3, 4. He's finally tackled by Dingle, the Longreach coach. Right on the touchline, about 22 metres out. Plays back to Moses Harvey, onto Churchill, onto Johnny Ludkin, onto Rossi Moles. He makes a couple of metres. He plays it back to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin gets the ball away to David Kerrigan. Kerrigan had no one there to pass it to. Dardle Lawrence was outside him, but he couldn't see him. He gets it, plays it back to Dardle. Dardle gets it away to Bleacher. Bleacher gets the ball away to Gary Ludkin. Gary Ludkin gets it on to Brett Williams. Brett Williams runs back into the Longreach defence, and he's held up there about 20 metres out from the Longreach try line. 6 tackles, said referee Marks. We'll see a scrum go down here, centre line, about the 22 metre line. Ludkin to feed this scrum. In Ludkin puts the ball in, but taken out by Longreach halfback Davies. He'll get up and play the ball. He plays it back to the winger in Settis. Settis quickly set up on and tackled. He gets up, plays it back to Davies. Davies gets away to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart steps around 1 or 2 tackles before he's finally put down by John Ludkin. He gets up and plays it back to Greaves. Greaves gets it on to and either Cedric Hunt, I think it might have been. He plays it back, goes on to Davies. Davies gets it on to Ballard. Ballard on to Billy Payton. Billy Payton steps out of the tackle of Moses Harvey, but he's taken there by Joe Farmer and Paddy Arthur. He'll get up and play it on the 5th tackle, plays it back to Ballard. Ballard gets to Dingle. Dingle puts it up in the air. Bashford stood there, let the ball bounce, and eventually touchdown saved behind the Barcaldine try line by John Ludkin, but we see Michael Bashford on the ground there being attended by Tom Mott after letting that ball bounce a couple of times. Bleacher to drop out from between the goalposts for Barcaldine. Puts Bert to ball. It goes down to about the halfway between the halfway and the 22-metre line. Picked up by Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt runs into Michael Bashford and Johnny Ludkin. He's put down there. Get up and play it back to Spike Davies. Spike gets the ball away to yes, I don't know who that Longreach number 10. That's Danny Jackson. Danny Jackson gets it away to Noddy Hart. Noddy Hart shepherds round one player, gets the ball out to Bruce Britton. He's put down there by number 15 and Joe Farmer. A little bit of a scuffle going on down here in front of us. A lot of stupidity, really. There was no need for any of it. It looks like the Longreach hooker Schultz is lying on the ground after that. Looks like 10 minutes in the sin bin for the Longreach halfback Davies and David Kerrigan from Barcaldine. Looks like 10 minutes each in the sin bin. They're both leaving the field. The Longreach hooker still laying on the ground. Cut over the eye of Noddy Hart by the look of it also. Bleeding pretty freely. It's up naughty yards number 30. Looks like Billy Payton setting this ball up from a penalty after that little fracas for an attempted goal about the 22-metre line, about 3 or 4 metres in from touch. Change of kicker, Danny Jackson's been replaced by... Yeah, Greaves is a bit sore. I think he had a fair bit of claret coming out over that eye. Must have stopped one there in the fracas somewhere. Payton has his ball set for the penalty. Puts boot to ball and that's away to the left-hand side of the uprights, taken by Churchill. Churchill runs it out from behind the try line, makes it just into the field of play before he's tackled. He'll get up and play it back to Ross Moles. Moles decides to ruck it out in his own. He makes 3 or 4 metres and he's tackled in a pretty heavy tackle by Davies. He gets up, plays it back to Brett Williams. Brett Williams makes 1 or 2 metres across field before he's pulled down pretty heavy. He'll play it back to Peter Blucher. Peter Blucher decides to have a run his own. He pushes off Davies, he pushes off Greaves, and he's finally tackled there by Cedric Hunt. He gets up and plays it back to Dardle Lawrence. Dardle Lawrence gets it away to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin gets it away to Paddy Arthur out wide. Paddy Arthur gets it away to Ross Moles. Ross Moles runs up the centre, makes it out to about 28 metres out from the try line before he's tackled. Plays it back to Churchill. Churchill kicks for touch. Doesn't find touch. It's picked up over there by the winger in Setter. And Setter runs it back into Barcaldine territory before he's put down by Dardle Lawrence. He'll get up and play it back to Davies. Davies gets the ball away to Steve Hart. Steve Hart's tackled. He'll play it now to Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt gets it away to plays it back to Billy Payton. Billy Payton decides to have run his own. He runs straight into Joey Hoff. He'll get up and play it back to Steve Hart. Steve Hart away Cedric Jackson. Jackson to Ballard. Ballard puts up a little kick. It's taken by Churchill in the centre. Churchill beats 1 or 2 players and then he decides to start stepping around. He's got nowhere to go in the finish and he gets it away to Peter Blucher, who's still on his feet in the middle, bobbing and weaving like a punch-drunk fighter. Gets it away to John Ludkin. John Ludkin gets the ball away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur makes 3 or 4 metres before he's tackled. Plays it back to Gary Ludkin, onto his brother John, away to Peter Blucher. Peter Blucher out to Rossi Moles. Rossi Moles onto Brett Williams, who knocks it on. Joey Farmer dives on the ball, but it's a knock-on from Brett Williams, and we'll play the knock-on there. There's referee Marks. Longreach straight out the same tunnel, said referee Marks. We'll have it again. Ballard's moved into halfback. He puts the ball in. It's taken out by Ballard. Second row, said referee Marks. We'll have that again. Penalty to Barcaldine. Churchill to take the kick for touch. A good kick by Churchill too. He finds touch about 10 or 12 metres inside Longreach territory. Second kick there to be taken by Joe Farmer. Joey Farmer decides to have a run on his own. The first time he's touched the ball, he makes it up nearly the 22-metre line before he's tackled, and he'll get up and play the ball back to Dardle Lawrence. He plays it back to Dardle Lawrence, onto John Ludkin, onto Paddy Arthur, way out wide to Miles, bounces off his chest, knock on. Picked up by Russell Dingle, the Longreach hook captain. He gets the ball away to Jackson. Jackson gets it away to Setter. Setter beats 1 or 2 tackles. He's held up by Churchill and looks like Michael Bashford there with Brett Williams. He'll get up and play it back. Churchill puts the boot into the ball. It comes out to Cedric Hunt, on to Stevie Hart, on to the fullback, joining into the line in Hanks. Hanks gets it away out wide to Britton, and Britton scores about 2 metres in from the grandstand touch side line. So Longreach go to a lead of 36 points to 10 after about 18 minutes in the second half. Jackson's kick is unsuccessful, so Longreach 36, Barcaldine 10 after 19 minutes of play in the second half. Bleacher puts this ball back into play. It goes down nearly the 22 metre line where it's taken by it was touch judge from the far side in on the field to make a report to the referee about the Barcaldine player slipping a punch in a tackle. It looked like a Dart Lawrence. He must have wanted a bit of a spell. He's coming off into the sin bin. A penalty goes to Longreach, and Jackson finds touch about 12 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Second kick to be taken there by number 17 is Stephen Searles. Stephen Searles is held up by Dougie Churchill. He plays it back to, who is it? Can't see who it is. There's no numbers on the fronts of these Longreach jerseys. It's very hard when you don't know the players. Plays it back to Davies. Davies is held up there by Michael Bashford and Mickoff. He plays it back to Searles. Searles gets away to Ballard. Ballard onto Dingle. Dingle onto Billy Payton. Payton onto Tanks. And once again we see Bruce Britton go in for Longreach. Only about 5 or 6 metres to the left-hand side of the uprights and the grandstand side of the field. Longreach go to a lead of 36 points to 10. Jackson puts Bert the ball, and his kick is successful on this occasion, and Longreach go to a lead of 38 points to 10. What? 38 or 42? Yes, Paddy Arthur puts it into play this time. It's gone down deep to the Longreach winger in the form of Setter. Setter runs it up. No, it's not. That's Stevie Hart. I'd know his step anywhere. Steps around 1, 2, 3. He's going to finish up scoring from the kickoff here. Oh, he gets it out wide, but anyway, Going to be a try to Longreach between the posts, right from the kickoff, without a man being tackled. Davies has gone in to score after a good break by Stevie Hart, straight through the centre of the Barcaldine defence. The Longreach go further ahead to 46 points to 10 with a kick to come. After about 22 minutes of play in the second half, Longreach lead by 46 points to 10. Danny Jackson's got this ball set, moves in. Yes, it's there. 48 points to 10 in favour of Longreach. After about 22, 23 minutes of play in the second half. Once again, we see Barcaldine taking the ball up to kick off. Johnny Ludkin's got the ball placed on the halfway line. Boot the ball, straight down the centre it goes. In the waiting hands of the replacement second row for Longreach. 17, that's Davies. Searles, he'll get up and play it back. Comes on to Danny Jackson, he's tackled there. Plays it back to Davies. Davies gets it away to his brother, and he gets it away to Ballard. Ballard out wide to the fullback, Tanks. Tanks steps around the tackle of Brett Williams. John Ludkin gets the ball out wide. Goes into touch about 10 metres inside Barcaldine territory. A scrum will be formed for apparently a previous knock-on back just inside Longreach territory. It's Caravan now. That's won by Longreach, but John Ludkin goes around, takes the ball off the Longreach halfback. He applied back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan decides to have a run on his own. He makes 1 or 2 metres before he's tackled. He'll play it back to Bleacher. Bleacher gets it away to Joe Hoff. Hoff runs 3 or 4 metres up the centre. Taken down, plays back to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin gets it away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur runs into the tackle of Cedric Hunt, gives the ball away to Ross Moles. Ross Moles drops it, turns his back politely on it. Come back to Davies for Longreach, who knocked the ball on. A scrum to pack down just inside Longreach territory, just off the centre of the field. Johnny Ludkin feeds this scrum. It's won by Barcaldine. Comes out to Ludkin, out to Dougie Churchill. Churchill's tackled about 15 metres inside Longreach territory. Plays it back to Bleacher. Bleacher doesn't make too much ground before he's tackled by Noddy Hart there. He get up and play it back to Churchill. Churchill gets it away onto Johnny Ludkin. Kerrigan back inside him. Forward pass as referee marks. Penalty to Longreach. Danny Jackson kicks for touch in the outer and finds it too, about on the halfway line. The second kick to be taken for Longreach, right on the halfway line. At 10 metres in from the outer touch line. Searles takes the tap. He makes 3 or 4 metres. He runs straight into Moses Harvey. Loses the ball in the tackle. It's dived on by Cedric Hunt, but knock on, says referee Mark. So we see another scrum packed down about 10 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Barcaldine ball into scrum, quickly won by Barcaldine, taken out by Marks, gets it away to Arthur. Arthur runs into Peyton and Davies, and he's held up there in the cricket pitch. He'll play it back to John Ludkin. John Ludkin gets it away to David Kerrigan. Kerrigan goes straight up the middle, straight into Billy Peyton. He gets the ball away to Brett Williams, who's put down by Tanks and Frank Stanley, it looks like on there. Yes, it is. Kerrigan get up and play it back to Joey Farmer. Joey Farmer gets away to Johnny Ludkin on to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets it out wide to Rossi Moles. Moles is held up there by Davies. Put out right in the centre of the field. He'll play it back to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets it away to John Ludkin. Out to Dougie Churchill. Churchill props and changes. Come back. Beat one tackle. Beats two tackles. Still going. He gets it back inside to Michael Bashford. Bashford is tackled there just inside the quarter line on Longreach end of the ground. He get up, play it back to Churchill. Churchill decides to go on his own. Throws the ball to a Longreach player as he steps into touch. The scrum to pack down about 15 metres out from the Longreach try line. Longreach ball to the scrum. Looks like it might be a Longreach ball out too. Yes, it is. Longreach win the scrum. Davies takes it out. Runs back around the scrum. Caught by John Ludkin, his opposite number. He plays it back then to Steve Hart. Steve Hart decides to have a run on his own. He breaks through one tackle. He's still going. He's held up there by Gary Ludkin. He gets up, plays it back. Kerrigan puts boot the ball. It goes back to Spike Davies. He makes it back to where it was originally kicked from and still going. He beats one or two tackles. He's held up there by Bleacher and Gary Ludkin again. And Bleacher, he'll get up and play the ball. Plays it back to Searles. Searles gets it on to Jackson. Jackson puts boot the ball. It comes right down the middle. Joey Palmer's casually trotting along after it. He picks it up. He'll run it out. He makes it just outside the quarter line before he's tackled. He'll get up and play it back to Churchill. Churchill decides to have a run on his own. He caught there by Stephen Searles. He'll get up and play it back to Bleacher. Bleacher gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's got Paddy Arthur with him. He steps around one, steps around two. He's finally tackled there by Davies and Noddy Hart. Plays back to Paddy Arthur, on to John Ludkin, on to Rossi Moles. Rossi Moles breaks through one or two tackles. He's finally put down by Cedric Hunt and Frank Stanley. He gets up, plays back to Johnny Ludkin, goes on to Moses Harvey. Moses runs into a tackle of Frank Stanley. 5 tackles, said referee marks. In the centre field on the halfway line. Longreach up inside the 5 metres. Penalty to Barcaldine. Bleach is going to have an attempt kick at goal here for penalty. Bleach has got this ball placed just inside about 10 metres inside Longreach half, straight in centre field, puts boot the ball. It's a good long kick, but it's going away to the... No, he's got it, it's through. It's 48 points to 12 in favour of Longreach. And Bleachy must have had that one for kicking practice, because at this stage of the game it's not going to help Barcaldine too much with 9 minutes play remaining, trailing by 38 points. 2 points is not much help, but it's good kicking practice. It's got to be 12 now. Joey Farmer knocked on from the kickoff. Now he doesn't know what's going on. He's going to run with it 5 minutes after the whistle's gone. A penalty to scrum to pack down on the 25 metre line, 10 metres in from the grandstand touchline. Ed Data Lawrence back out of the sin bin now. Data packing in the second row, Bleacher in at lock. It's a Longreach ball in. Looks like it might be a Longreach ball out. Should be a... Oh, they're having a good tussle. Now it comes out Barcaldine way. It's picked up by Ludkin, back to Churchill. He's held up by Billy Payton by the look of it. And Stephen Tanks, the Longreach fullback. He plays it back to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur decides to have a run on his own. Runs into Billy Payton this time, and Payton puts him to ground. He'll up and play it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it away to Rossi Moles. Longreach up inside the 5. Another penalty to Barcaldine. in centre field about 20 metres out from their try line. Kerrigan decides to take the tap, go on his own. He makes it up to the halfway line before he's put down. He'll play it back to Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence gets it away to Johnny Ludkin, on to Joey Hoff. Joey Hoff makes very little ground. He goes across field more than he goes forward. He's put down. He'll play it back to Rossi Moles. Rossi Moles makes it over the halfway line, breaks out of one of two tackles, and finally put down by Frank Stanley. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Dartle Lawrence, on to John Ludkin, on to Peter Bleacher. Bleacher runs straight back into the ruck, gets the ball away to Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence is held up there, pulled back with a few metres before he finally plays the ball to Gary Ludkin. Way to John Ludkin. Longreach up inside the 5 again, said referee Marks. We'll have another penalty to Barcaldine. Apparently another 2 points attempt by Peter Bleacher. Longreach lining up a couple more replacement players here. You see B. Jones going shortly. But she's got this ball placed, moves in, puts boot to ball. It's in the air, it looks all right too. Now it's waved away to the left-hand side of the uprights. Goes into touch, 22 metre dropout to follow. And drop out by Longreach, well up into Barcaldine territory. Brett Williams comes back, takes the ball. Moves up with it, he steps around number 15, who's young Jones. Jones catches him from behind with the help of Tanks, puts him to ground, plays it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it away to Ross Moles. Ross Moles manages to hold on to that one. He's put down just inside Longreach territory by Stephen Searles. Gets up, plays it back, comes on to Gary Ludkin, having a bit of a run. Haven't seen Gary do much but defend. And he's had a little bit of a run, made a few metres, plays it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan decides to go on his own, gets it away to Bleacher eventually. Bleacher breaks through, gets it away to Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence drops the ball, drops Longreach player to come up with it to play the ball. I can't see who he is from here. He plays back to Noddy Hart, I think it is. Yes, Noddy Hart. He'll get up and play it to his brother Stephen. Gets it away out wide to Cedric Hunt. Cedric Hunt's well tackled there by Rossi Moles. That hurt too, that tackle. She was an up and over one. Time off, says referee Marks. All right, he's back on his feet. Cedric Hunt, it was only the wind knocked out of him. There's the ball, comes to Stephen Hart. He steps around 1 and 2. Makes a run up the middle. He's chased by Data Lawrence. He runs into Dougie Churchill, takes him ball and all tackle. That was Stephen Searles. Stephen Searles will get up and play the ball. Barcaldine all offside. Was played back to Davies, number 16. He's put down by Johnny Ludkin. Loses the ball in the tackle. Dived upon by Dartle Lawrence. About 15 metres out from Barcaldine try line. He gets it, plays back to Johnny Ludkin. Johnny Ludkin's got nowhere to go. Straight into the replacement player Jones for Longreach. Plays back to Dartle Lawrence. Gets it away to Kerrigan. Kerrigan runs into 3 or 4 Longreach defenders. Noddy Hart, Jones, and looks like one of the Davies boys. He plays it back to Dartle Lawrence, gets it away to Joey Hoff. Joey Hoff runs into Stephen Hart and Danny Jackson. Tackled on the 22-metre line, played to Gary Ludkin, on to John Ludkin, on to Paddy Arthur, gets it away to Ross Miles. Miles drops the ball again in the tackle, and it's picked up by Longreach. Frank Stanley, he plays it back to Ballard. Ballard gets the ball away out wide to Jones. Jones loses the ball in the tackle, dived on by Ballard. We'll see a scrum go down for the knock-on. About 4 minutes to go in this game. Longreach leading by 48 points to 12. Barcaldine ball in, Barcaldine ball out. Ludkin gets up with it. He gets it away out wide to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur beats one. He's finally put down by the Longreach fullback in Tanks. He'll get up and play it back to John Ludkin. John Ludkin gets it away to David Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it away to Brett Williams. Brett Williams loses the ball in the tackle and dived on by number 14, Frank Stanley, for Longreach. He picks it up, plays it out to centre. Comes on to the halfback in Davies. Davies is tackled by Brett Williams and Joey Farmer. He'll get up and play the ball back to number 17, who is Stephen Searles. Searles is tackled by Dartle Lawrence. Dartle Lawrence drops one in that's not necessary at this stage of the game. He's got his marching orders, so we see a penalty to Longreach here about 15 metres out. Looks like Jackson might be going to have a practice kick just to kill a bit of time. It's getting very close to full time. Very foolish play there by that Barcaldine player at this stage of the game. It proves nothing. Jackson's got this ball placed now. There's only about a minute to go to full time. Puts boot to ball. Now it's waved away. Taken by Churchill in the end goal. He runs it out about 4 or 5 metres. He's tackled by number 14, Frank Stanley. He'll get up and play it back to Michael Bashford. There's a full-time header. Michael Bashford's tackled about 10 metres out in the field of play. And Longreach have successfully won the Moscrip trophy from Barcaldine by 48 points to 12. In a very lacklustre game at the Barcaldine Sports Ground this afternoon. What you've all come to see is we'll be starting at 3:30 as Capras versus West from Brisbane.